Welcome to Business Lovers, the best place to dig into your business knowledge. Today, we are going to start with a quote by Richard Kaizen that says, efficiency and focus are the most important things to success. So what do you think we're going to talk about today? Efficiency, yes. We're going to talk about how businesses can improve efficiency. So the chapter today is called Lean Production. And you're going to get better at lean production techniques. So our key question would be, which are the benefits of using lean production techniques? But what is lean management? Have you ever heard of lean management? I don't think so, because this year I think we have never mentioned that word. So lean management is a philosophy developed by Toyota. A philosophy developed by Toyota that aims to produce more using less, eliminating all waste. So imagine that you are a smartphone manufacturer. So think of all the components and parts that you would need to manufacture a smartphone, and all the space that you will require, employees. And that would make a lot of cost. So think of the advantages for maybe a car manufacturer of producing more units, more cars, using less, eliminating all waste. But what less? Producing more using less. Less of what? How could be eliminated in a factory? Producing more using less. Less of everything. Less space, less materials, less stocks, less suppliers, less labor, less capital, less time. Why? What would be the benefit for a business of producing cars with using less space, less components, less stocks, less suppliers, less money? Because waste is cost. So it's a philosophy that aims to use resources very effectively, and do not waste at all. Yes? Today we are going to learn two lean management techniques. One is called Kaizen, very strange word, and just in time. Yes? Let's start with Kaizen. That is the first one. So the most important concept in Japanese management is, guess, Kaizen. But what does Kaizen mean? What does Kaizen mean? Kaizen means continuous improvement. There's a belief in Japan that says that everything can be improved. Imagine ruling our lives by this aim. Everything can be improved. Or a business, trying every day to make little improvements to get better. In a factory or in a business, workers are always coming up with new ideas to improve quality, reduce waste, increase efficiency. This is an example of a Kaizen board in a business with the ideas, to-do list, doing, and done. They think that improvements may be small at the beginning, but over a long period of time, they can have a huge impact on a business. Imagine in the school, for example, teachers every day thinking of new ideas on how to improve your learning. For sure, over a long period of time, that will have an impact on your learning. Yes? So Kaizen, continuous improvement, is an approach that argues that a day should not pass without making an improvement. So are you willing to adopt Kaizen in your lives? Waking up every morning saying, I'm going to do it better today. I hope you will. So one of the key drivers in Kaizen is good housekeeping. What is housekeeping? Imagine a factory. You enter a factory and you see that everything is clean, there's nothing in the corridors, all drawers are sorted out. Do you think that that will lead to greater efficiencies and reduce waste? For sure, I think so. This is an example of good housekeeping in a factory. The Japanese use a method called the 5S to ensure that continuous improvement is achieved. Pause the video and think what the 5S stand for. 5 words starting with an S. Pause, pause, pause. I'm sure some of you got, well, maybe not all the 5, but some of them. So it will be sort, setting in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. Those 5S, the sorting, setting in order, cleaning, shine, standardize, do things all the time the same and sustain that in time. Do you think that will lead to continuous improvement? To Kaizen? I'm sure you agree with me. So what do you think are the benefits of Kaizen? Why try your employees to make continuous improvements every day? Things will be done. Maybe things are doing good, but I'm sure in every business things can be done better or even the best. So continuous improvement will bring greater levels of efficiency to a business and productivity. So if a business is able to be more efficient, cost per unit will be lower, and then the business might be able to charge lower prices, be more competitive, and survive and gain market share. So think how important is efficiency in a business. And for sure, eliminating all waste. Time wasted when workers move unnecessarily in a factory, for example, or less waste of everything. However, this Kaizen approach, continuous improvement, has as well some disadvantages. Can you think of only one, a disadvantage of using Kaizen? Imagine every day waking up and thinking that you have to make an improvement. That can be a little bit tiring, yes or no, because some days you just don't feel like making any improvement at all, yes? So that happens in a business as well. It is often difficult for workers to look for continuous improvements every single day. So Kaizen has to be supported by a wide range of techniques. These techniques are team working, multi-skilling, suggestion scheme, and quality circles. We're going to start with team working. So what is team working? I'm sure you know what team working is. Team working is dividing the workforce into small groups, and these groups will have a common aim. So what do you think are the benefits of team working? When you work in teams with your mates, what are the advantages of working in teams? Are you able to develop a team spirit? Do you share new ideas? Do you cover for another one if a member of the team is sick? Well, these are the advantages. So team spirit is developed, improving motivation and productivity. Flexibility might improve as team members will be more willing to cover for an absent colleague. More ideas into the business, and communication and labor relations might also improve. However, there are some limitations of team working as well. Not many, as you can see. The benefits outweigh the limitations, but sometimes when you work in teams, what happens? You start to argue, you start to fight with each other. I don't agree with that. No, I'm right, you're wrong, things like that. Conflicts may arise. Multi-skilling and suggestion schemes. So what is multi-skilling? What is multi-skilling? when a worker is able to do different jobs. Yes? So if workers are trained in a variety of skills, they will be more useful to a business since they provide more flexibility. Yes? And as they are aware of different roles, different types of jobs in a business, they are likely to think more clearly about improvements. Remember that these are Kaizen techniques, yes, to make the business get better. And suggestion schemes, what do you think suggestion schemes are? When you do suggestions, yes? So workers suggest ideas to improve production, and if that idea is adopted, then they are awarded. What do you think about that for the school? Suggestion scheme. Quality circles is the last one, last Kaizen technique. Quality circle is when a group of workers, normally between 5 and 20, voluntarily meet to discuss and recommend ideas, improvements to the management. For example, at the school would be a group of teachers meeting voluntarily to think about how learning can be improved, and then giving feedback to Ms. Greaves about things. So, what do you think are the advantages of that? Will workers be more motivated because they feel that their opinions, their ideas are taken into account? For sure they will. They will be more motivated, and productivity, if it's a service, customer service, might improve. Remember not to use the word productivity in a service, yes? However, what if those ideas are not taken into account? What if the manager is not willing to delegate? Then the effectiveness of quality circles is significantly reduced. It's time consuming, will not work if managers are not willing to delegate, and employees may feel that their opinions are not taken into account. For example, Honda's car plant in Swindon, Wales, has 52 teams of 6 people looking at improvements that could be made in areas allocated to the group, such as safety.